Another Brick fan with a BrickHeadz set. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. This is set 40627, was released in September 2023. It has 139 pieces and cost about $10 when it was released. This is BrickHead number 213, as you can see, and it's one of two BrickHeads that were based on Sonic the Hedgehog that were released in 2023. The other one from this theme is Tails. Taking a look at the box here, I really do like Sonic. I think that it turned out pretty well with his, he's got really big feet, it seems, which probably is pretty accurate. He's wearing sneakers all the time. And I like the green eyes, which you don't see very often in BrickHeads. Let's go ahead and get Sonic built and then take a closer look. Here we have Sonic the Hedgehog, and like I said, I really like the large feet, which I think are accurate. I like the green eyes here. Of course, he's got the little big dark nose here. I do like the fact that they arched his little chest here to show the difference in fur, perhaps. Little small ears here, but I think those are pretty accurate to Sonic as he appears in the video games, and certainly how he appeared in his movies. Moving around Sonic, you'll see his sides, and I like how everything is swooped. His hair or head is all sloped or shown to be moving backwards, which, you know, he obviously is a very fast runner. That's kind of his thing, right? So here we have everything is kind of sloped to the back. You can see there's even this big point on the back of his head. So everything is kind of sloped backwards, which I think looks really nice and is accurate to. So you can see all these different slopes here that comes to a point. Maybe one more of these so that it would have come to an exact point here, but this is the way it was designed. Of course, both sides look pretty much the same. He's carrying one of these rings. So as I remember from the movie and the video games, these are like teleportation rings. So that's kind of a representation of that. I like that it's this bigger loop piece rather than the small gold ring, because I just don't think that proportion would have been right for what they're trying to represent here. So I think overall a really good representation of Sonic. The green eyes are certainly nice to see. A different color eyes are almost always the black dots with the white irises there, just as squares, generally speaking. So you'll see that white square and the dot. But then this is in green, of course, with a black circle behind it. So very unique eyes, or certainly very rare eyes for BrickHeads. Overall, still the same price as we get with BrickHeads at about $10. This one happens to be 139 pieces, which is pretty typical for BrickHeads. They usually run between 100 and 150 pieces, except for some of the ones that are, have very complex hair builds. So overall, I think still a really good value. I think BrickHeads have been the same price pretty much since the theme was introduced, and they're staying very consistent with that pricing. So I hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this BrickHeadz set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to see more of my content. I've left a link to my other BrickHead reviews up here on the screen.